There is a golden rule, not a rule, but just something I do and I always consider, and I never talked to you guys about it, and I figured I would. I thought it might be useful, and it has to do with, it could help you with a lot of different things, particularly we're just like setting up too, and stuff. And that is like, you always want to look at the room from the couple's perspective, right? You always want to sit in their chair. So like I took this picture, right? This is Atlantic City Country Club. We're from the perspective of the sweetheart table where the couple's being seated, right? And I always look at the room from this way, right? Because like every room's set up differently. Sometimes you're in funky spots, right? And you can see, right, we're here, the couple's here. I'm set up over there to the right? And it's like an L-shaped room. So to the left-hand side, so like over on this side, there's a bunch of tables. And then obviously behind me, there's a bunch of tables. And it was kind of cool. They actually split it up. Like the tables behind me were all family. And then the tables over here were all like friends. But anyway, when you're setting up your stuff, right, especially when you have production, lighting, and just like your general setup, always look at how everything looks from their perspective, from the couple's perspective. And it'll also answer a lot of questions for you. If you're not sure where to put up lights, if you're not sure where to set certain things up or how to make things look, always go from the couple's perspective. What are they going to be seeing from their seat? Because at the end of the day, they hired you and you want it to look the best it can possibly look from their perspective. So, like literally sit in their seat and figure out where, like what's going to look best from that seat, like literally sit in their seat before it happens. So for example, uplights, you see how I have like an uplight right here? It's during the day, so you can't see it. You can see where the light's being shined up, right? But I have an uplight there. I purposely like placed my uplights, and you can't see like over on the, this side. You can't see over on this side, but like I have like lights placed there as well, like around the perimeter, purposely because that's where they can see, like, you know what I mean? So I want to make sure everything's covered from their perspective. Even my setup over here, if you look right up here, right past this dude, before I took this picture, I actually sat at the couple's table and I noticed that like you could see like my bag and a couple shit like behind the facade. And like there's no other tables over here. Like it's only the couple that could see that. But like I look from their perspective, like, oh crap, it kind of looks like shit from there, because you can kind of see like, because I only used a 4-panel facade. It was kind of had like, I was in a small place there, one sub 4-panel facade instead of like all 6 panels. And I moved my bags. I adjusted everything so it looks good from their seat. So just always think of their perspective, and it'll help you too. That's what I mean. If you're stuck where to put, if you're limited on uplights, let's say you have a huge room and you only got like 24 uplights, you're like, damn, I should have brought more. Where should I put them? Where should I like not put uplights? Just, don't put the uplights where they can't see them then. You know what I mean? Like look at it from their perspective, and always make it look great from there, because then that's their perspective. That's who hired you, and that's who you have to make happy at the end of the day. Even though they don't sit there all night, still that's where they're going to be able to sit back and look at everything and kind of like really soak it in. Like, all right, this is my party, so definitely consider that. I think it's super, super important.